Okay, this is January 4th. I'm here at my cafe, and it's actually Ken is our second speaker for today, our fifth speaker this week. Some of our customers went on a raw food diet, and whatever they had simply disappeared. And well, I keep on saying the same thing, but I made a commitment to get at least 100 testimonials, and right now we're on track to get about 600 to 800, which is true. We can have 600 to 800 testimonials, but right now our goal is 100 for this year, and Ken is actually our seventh one. We'll hopefully put up by this weekend. Anyway, here's Ken.
How you doing? My name's Ken Stein, and I'm local to this area here. We're up in like the Harleysville, Franconia area, and I just wanted to tell our story, our family's story of how we had obtained rejuvenated health through eating whole natural foods. We had a son that was born with acid reflux disorder. He came home from the hospital on Zantac and Reglan, and he was born premature, 3 weeks, and he was 4 pounds 4 ounces when born. And you know, we knew we were going to have some challenges with that. So we we started into life, and he would push all foods away, and we really had a problem with the acid reflux, and we just thought, you know, he can't be on medication the rest of his life. It just doesn't sound right. You know, there's got to be more to it than that. So we started searching around, and well, I guess not at first. You know, we were just feeding him regular foods, and he was having problems with everything. Like I said, he would push all foods away. He didn't want to eat anything because I guess he knew it made him feel bad. So at about 1.5 years old, you know, because he was nursing for at least the first year, so he was getting good nutrition there. But about 1.5 years old, his body broke out in skin eczema, completely from head to toe. And I mean, it was pretty severe. It was just bubbles, red rashes all over his skin, and his left knee, it just became an open sore, just pussy and an open sore for a long, long time. And he would just, you know, scratch and just gnaw at his body constantly, and we were just heartbroken, my wife and I. We just didn't know what to do for him. We got topical creams, and some would relieve it for just, you know, a short time till the cream wore off, and then it would come right back again. So the pediatrician we were taking him to was concerned because he wasn't thriving, he wasn't growing, he was way below the growth chart. So she recommended we go see some doctors down at Children's Hospital, so we took him down there, and we just went through the full medical gamut of what they know to test for, and they took family pictures and compared genetics and all sorts of stuff. And at the end of the process, they came up with an answer of, there's nothing physically wrong with him, yet we don't know what to do for you. There's nothing we can do to really go from here. So we were like, boy, there's got to be more. There's got to be an answer out there somewhere. And we're devout Christians, so every night we prayed to God. We're like, God, you know, we want you to show us an answer. You know, there's got to be something out there. So Sherry went to a Christian bookstore looking for a book on Christian parenting, and while she was there was a book that jumped off the shelf at her, not physically, but the picture was there. The picture was there, and she caught her eye, and it said, "What You Don't Know Might Be Killing You" by Dr. Don Colbert out of Florida. So she picked the book up and started reading it, and started talking about preservatives in foods and dyes and chemicals in the foods, and also our household cleaners and stuff like that. So immediately she bought the book and brought it home, and I thought she was crazy because, you know, I didn't think we were doing anything wrong. But we started eliminating those soaps and stuff like that, which we had already started doing, trying to pinpoint what was causing this eczema in Jacob. So we started eliminating those, and then we started with foods. We started eliminating pork out of our diet, and then we started eliminating meat altogether, and then dairy, and all sorts of different things to try to pinpoint it. And eventually, when we got to just eating whole natural foods in their natural state, everything cleared right up naturally. His eczema went away. It took a long while, but it eventually went away and came back to baby smooth skin. His acid reflux went away, and he started eating everything and anything that we offered him, and he started growing and thriving, and he's just a vibrant,
So that's
smart,
the organic though.
young. Yes, we stick to totally organic foods. If he has one thing now, even still, that's not organic, he'll break out with a little breakout of eczema again. So his body still needs healing, but it's on the way. It's definitely, you know, he doesn't have the reflux, and he's a smart, vibrant little boy. Myself, at the same time as Jacob was experiencing all of this, I was turning 40 years old, and I felt like I was 80 years old when I'd get out of bed in the morning. I couldn't even sit up anymore under my own power. I'd have to throw my legs to the side of the bed. I've worked construction since I was 20 years old, framing houses, a very physical job. But still, I said, I shouldn't feel this way at 40 years old. I shouldn't be achy and tired. And then all of a sudden, I slipped and fell on ice that winter, and I had this whole pain up my right side, and I went and got MRIs and scans and everything, and they couldn't find anything wrong with me, but this pressure just stayed with me in my side, and it just ached me and pained me. And at the same time, my head started getting really, my memory was really lapsed, and my head was real foggy. I couldn't concentrate on my work. At this time, I was a superintendent running jobs, so I needed to focus, and I couldn't focus on what I was doing. I couldn't concentrate. I went to my family doctor, and he said, you know, why don't you go get your eyes checked? So I went to an eye doctor. I've always had 20/20 vision my whole life. The eye doctor said, you're 40. Everybody age 40, no matter who you are, man, woman, doesn't matter. You need reading glasses when you're 40. So they diagnosed me, said you need bifocals. You need to see distance and for reading. So I took his advice. I got the glasses, and I started trying to wear them. It was horrible. I couldn't work with them on. I just couldn't wear them. At the same time, we started researching diet and change, and we started with the Hallelujah diet. I guess we read or heard about juicing, so we wanted to buy a juicer. So there was, we went on the internet, found the juicer we wanted, which was the Champion. There was 3 stores in this area that sold them. Arnold's was one. There was 2 other stores. My wife could never get to the one. The other one, when she got there, was closed. So we ended up at Arnold's 5 minutes before he was closing one night, and he not only sold the Champion juicer, but he has 2 he uses every day, explained to us how they work, gave us samples of banana whip, told us about a raw diet. We were overwhelmed with information, but we got the juicer, we started juicing, and I'd say within probably a month, if not 2 to 3 months, my eyes improved so much that I didn't need to wear the glasses, and I don't wear the glasses to this day. And at first I still needed them to read a little bit, and I still do for very, very fine print, but other than that, my head cleared up, my mind became clear, no more fog once we started eating, you know, raw organic vegetables and fresh whole fruits, organic fruits. The pain eventually cleared out of my side, the pressure that, you know, my body started cleansing, detoxifying, and just cleared out. And everything that I was experiencing, I mean, now I wake up at 4:30 in the morning, which is probably an hour or 2 before I used to, and I spring out of bed. I mean, I can just sit straight up, jump right up, not an ache or pain in my body. I used to have a lot of acne and skin disorder and nasal congestion, runny nose all the time. Nothing. I don't have anything. I used to probably take at least 5 Advil a week for headaches. I haven't taken an Advil in 4 years since we started doing this. I very seldom will get a headache. If I do, it's just more of a distant pain, and then I'll just relax, breathe deeply, and it will go away. So all this has been just an answered prayer from God, you know, because like I said, we sought prayer from Him on what to do, and He led us here to Arnold's. We feel, you know, supernaturally He led us.
Maybe He did a YouTube for us. Let's explain to everybody out there that raw food does work.
Yeah.
For a myriad of diseases.
It does.
It doesn't matter what you have.
We've met
it's all the same theory.
We've met so many people now coming here to Arnold's that we meet here, and we've met at Raw Potlucks and whatnot, that we've just seen healing from all sorts of what people call disease or you know, ailments in general. it just through the diet change and good exercise and breathing and water drinking, it is the way God planned it to be. It's natural. There's nothing man-made about it. Just it completely can heal
Okay.
and do everything.